Thank you very much, Governor. I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to be in government and to be in partnership with someone who believes so strongly about the future of our great city. It's an honor, and I'm glad you have not forgotten about our city, but instead you choose to celebrate what we are doing here in Baltimore. And Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much for your leadership. I feel like we are the health triumvirate, that we are going to make sure that Maryland and Baltimore lead the way when it comes to changing health outcomes. And I want to thank Secretary Sharfstein as well for being here. Your roots are deep in Baltimore, and thank you. And Dr. Barbeau, every time we have a press conference where we are announcing something, some great achievement that we have had under your leadership in the health department, it just makes me say, we did the right job. We picked the right one. We have the right one. I continue to be impressed with your unwillingness to be satisfied with what we've done yesterday, but your insistence that we charge ahead. So the reality is that the rate of infant mortality had been growing. I think the Lieutenant Governor talked about this, but this past year it dropped by 23%. That is a significant drop, and these numbers are going in the right direction here in Baltimore. We are cautiously optimistic that we'll continue to decline with our ongoing efforts. I appreciate being acknowledged, the Governor, Lieutenant Governor acknowledging leadership, but I lead in partnership, and each and every one of you who are here have helped us achieve these numbers, and I want to thank you all. But even as we celebrate this decline, I think everyone here agrees that even one infant death is too many. As a mother, I treasure my daughter, and I'm committed to doing everything we can to help all of our families have healthy babies. And while we still have work to do, I'm confident that our efforts here in Baltimore are making a difference. In particular, we're proud of our Be More Healthy Babies campaign, which has been working for 2 years in our city, and I think we all see the benefits of that work. This campaign is providing education and outreach for mothers, fathers, grandparents, and other caregivers to make sure they know the safest way to care for babies. And if you haven't had a chance to experience the outreach campaign, you need to take a look at it. You need to share that information. These mothers are sharing their stories, stories of heartbreak, and their stories can be life-saving stories, but they're only important stories if they're shared. So I appreciate all the work you do sharing our stories, and I am begging that we continue to spread the word to everyone. And it doesn't matter what neighborhood, it doesn't matter what socioeconomic class, it doesn't matter what race, anything. Everyone needs to know. I told a story when we had the campaign that we were educating women about the healthy way to put a child to sleep. And at the time, I had a friend that had a newborn baby, and this is a woman that I went to college with. And I would think that she would know better, and she was telling me that that's the only way that she could get her son to sleep was to put him face down. And I said, you could have him asleep. You could have him quiet for 30 minutes. You could have him quiet for the rest of his life. I mean, it would end his life. You choose. You can be a little groggy in the morning, or you could be at a funeral. And these are the things that people have to understand, because it only takes one mistake. An infant's life is so very fragile. So that's why the work that all of us are doing here is so important. So we're providing that outreach, and under the leadership of Dr. Barbeau and the city's health department, we're partnering with the Family League, thank you very much, Kevin Keegan, to oversee this project. And Care First, Blue Cross Blue Shield, made it possible through generous financial support. I'm very grateful for putting your money where your heart is. So thank you. Chet has been a great partner in Baltimore. I'm very proud of all we've been able to do. It's so important for parents to be educated about the way that we care for newborns, and that begins with pregnant women and mothers taking care of themselves, and that's something I've been focusing on. I'm not making any announcements here. I didn't want that sentence to lead somewhere else. I'm just talking about taking care of myself, about healthy eating, and about not smoking and drinking. And I have a special message for fathers as well. We need you to be a part of the solution. That means no smoking around infants, no smoking around pregnant women. learn how to put your child down to sleep safely. We know, when I talked about the smoke, the risk of secondhand smoke is real, and we need to spread that message to fathers. This campaign is just one part of our efforts to make Baltimore a healthier city, and we've established a major initiative, Healthy Baltimore 2015, which set goals for the improving health outcomes for all of our citizens. We are working to use a holistic approach to reverse the city's poorest health outcomes and reframe the way we address critical issues, whether it's promoting better care for our hearts, reducing smoking, reducing incidence of diabetes, and eating healthier. We are discussing it here as well as what we're doing with infant mortality. So today we are happy to report on progress on one of these important issues, and it's always good to have good company while we talk about good news. But as was said before, there's plenty more work that needs to be done, and I look forward to our continued partnership with the governor, with health experts, with the private sector. Together, I am confident that we will continue to do great things in Baltimore. Thank you very much.